Good morning from Mombasa. I've just woken up. I'm feeling a bit more fresh today. My baby, however, is still asleep. Let me show you. So Sama had woken me up earlier, telling me we go have breakfast. Then I told her, let me just sleep for 10 more minutes. And then now she's the one who told me to sleep for 10 more minutes. So I guess we're gonna be late for breakfast. But the more sleep she has, the happier I am, to be honest. So she's not grumpy. Yesterday I was so exhausted. I had only slept 3 hours before traveling to Mombasa. So you can imagine how tired I was. And then, the temperature change and the humidity change. I don't know, it impacted my body in a weird way. So I got a migraine like by 2 p.m. I was like experiencing a horrible headache, but we still had to do our activities for the day. I think this will be the beginning of this vlog. So I'm going to show you everything from day one in this video. Day one after the room tour. Today's video is going to include everything from our stay in Mombasa. If you're new here, thank you so much for being here. And if you've been here, thank you so much for being here too. I appreciate you all, and I hope that you all stay subscribed so that you can watch my future content, especially for travel. I'm happy that I have travel opportunities now that I can show to you guys, because this has been my dream. My dream, it was to become like one of the top travel content creators in Kenya and East Africa. Anyway, let's roll the channel intro and go for breakfast. So this time round, we opted to stay in a hotel on all-inclusive basis, Neptune Beach Resort to be exact. As soon as we landed in Mombasa, we had the opportunity to relax a bit before proceeding to the activities of the day. Lunch was at 1 p.m. and this is how the food station looked like. I like how the food station was laid out. I opted to have string beans, rice, fish, and some beef with the complimentary drinks. After lunch, we changed and went to our bus to head to our first trip activity. This bus was provided by Killian Travel, a local tour agency. Sama, of course, fell asleep on the way. It was only 20 minutes drive, but I guess she was tired from the flight. Our first activity was visiting Haller Park. Here's a few details about this place. It's located along the Mombasa-Malindi Road next to Bamburi Cement, and this place was opened in 1971. The idea was to give a Bamburi Cement abandoned quarry a makeover, which they did, and transformed it into an animal and plant sanctuary. Some of the experiences available here are giraffe feeding, which, by the way, this was Summer's first time feeding a giraffe, and she was so scared. More of the saliva than anything. I was scared too, but mostly because I thought the giraffe would bite my fingers. You can also see hippos, buffaloes, elands, oryxes, birds, tortoises, crocodiles, warthogs, snakes, and butterflies. There's also a botanical garden, fish farm, butterfly pavilion, and a forest where you can walk or ride bikes. Although I recommend going with a guide for this one for security purposes. The location also has conferencing facilities. And more details about the entry fees. So residents pay 500 shillings per adult and 200 shillings per child, while non-residents pay 1400 per adult and 600 per child. So I'm not sure what was happening here, but these tortoises were either trying to mate or fighting. It was very loud and funny to see. Next, we went to Mombasa Go-kart. This was an incredible experience. The only downside for me was that I was having a migraine by the time we arrived. So I didn't fully enjoy myself due to the pain. Otherwise, I know I would have had an amazing time if I didn't have a migraine. This was my first time go-karting and it was Summer's first time too. So for me to drive with her, they required me to drive first to see my skills. I had to watch their instruction video before driving, as does everyone. I got dressed in my overalls, which they provide clean to every person, and off I went to the circuit. I did well. I did not finish anywhere within the first 10. I was the last person. But again, I had a migraine, so I was not trying to go fast, especially because the bumps were hurting my head. I took Summer with me and we enjoyed the experience. It was a bit hard driving with her on my laps because my leg kept sliding, but I managed to do 10 laps. The charges here are 1,400 shillings per adult and 700 shillings per child. They do have food available on location and a unique restaurant or club that's a UN airplane that was converted. I have no idea if there are any non-resident fees. That one you'd have to inquire for yourself. Afterwards, we went back to the hotel to have dinner and enjoy the evening entertainment. This was so fun to see. As you can see, Summer was a ball of energy dancing everywhere. It was so interesting that she had so much energy that late at night. We only stayed there for about 30 minutes before proceeding to the room to shower and get some sleep because we had a lot to do in the days to come. baby. Oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wake up, baby. You have to go to breakfast. Let's go for an activity. Activity. And let's just sleep for 9.5 hours. Hi. Look at me. Look at me. Come, baby. You have to go. Good morning. Good morning. Are you okay? Good morning. Hello. So we're at breakfast. Say hi, Sama. Say hi. Hello. I'm about to go put food for her. She's quite hungry and she's having a stuffy nose, so I don't know if I should give her some of the medicine I carried, but it's because of the AC. Yeah, you see? That's how it started in Watamu. Yes, 10 pancakes, and I will go and get the bread. I think I will have to give her medicine just to eliminate whatever is going on in her nose. But yeah, let me go put food for her, and then I'll go get the medicine and give her. But let me show you guys what's available for breakfast. So here's breakfast. I'm thinking of some starters. The banana smoothie. I should give that to Summer. One thing about me, I will take advantage of the all-inclusive package and eat as much as possible. The food at this hotel is quite nice. I enjoyed it and Summer did too, especially the waffles. I think I prefer staying at hotels when traveling with my daughter because it leaves less to worry about on my plate. For this hotel, I saw their rates for 5 days and 4 nights ranging between 38,000 and 60,000 per person sharing depending on the tour agency and mode of transport. If you choose flight as your transportation mode, please choose Jumbo Jet. Their airline is my favorite. Their snacks are so delicious. It's a clean airplane and the flights are always smooth. Today was a bit of a relaxing day. We started with building sandcastles by the beach, of which the sandcastle gear is provided by the hotel. Summer loves building sandcastles, but we're here to become pros at this. I had to do a standard sand art with our names on the sand to commemorate our time here. Then after we went for mommy-daughter manicure. This is Mercy, the nail technician at Neptune Beach. She was very gentle and took her time making my nails pretty. She also did Summer's nails. Afterwards, Sama went to play in the children's corner. She found it all by herself. I'm not sure how she saw it, and she started playing with some snakes and ladders. I like that this hotel is family friendly. They have many games that one can play, like darts, and also they provide floaters and sandcastle gear for the kids. We went to lunch shortly after this, and after lunch we were off to our next activity from the trip. Going to Wild Waters. Look at my little has decided to sit behind me. Literally, like behind me on my chair, and her chair is here. Here. I thought I was sleeping. This is my first time at Wild Waters, and it's also Sava's first time.
I don't want to go.
I want to go. You're gonna want to go when you see it. All those slides. I'm pretty excited. I'm scared of the slides though. I've not been on a slide since Splash, and Splash closed a long time ago.
Why did Splash close?
I don't know. Does anyone know why Splash closed? We're on our way to Wild Waters in Mombasa. I've seen so much about it online.
And then we are just doing shakes. And we are going and now we are going to Wild
Waters.
Wild Waters. And then I want to go because I'm going to be scared, and today is my first time.
So yeah, as Sama has said, we're going and she's going to be scared. You're wondering, Sama is sitting behind me on my chair. I know Wild Waters used to be there when I was a kid, I think, but we never went like with my family.
And right now we did our hair.
Yeah, we did our hair. So we're going to Wild Waters to check it out, to have a swim day, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with us. So come on. We arrived at Wild Waters a few minutes after leaving, and I bumped into one of my awesome subscribers with a cute baby. Shout out to you if you're watching this. Wild Waters is a fun public water park with many slides and pools. All pools are shallow, which is great if your kids can't swim. This mushroom water fountain was pretty fun, though Sama was afraid of it. There are slides for 2 people at a time and slides for 1 person at a time. Wild Waters also provides the floaters for the slides. Of course, Sama wanted to go on one and I couldn't let her go alone, so I got this twin floater for us to go together. The trip to the slide was very long, many stairs, but worth it because the slide is mega fun. We couldn't go on the yellow one as it was under maintenance, so we did the red slide so many times to the point where my legs were sore the following morning. After that, we just enjoyed the rest of the location. I wanted to do the floating around pool, but it was too dirty for me to even dare enter with my daughter. I did the black slide, which was so scary. I only recommend it if you're into that type of thrill. Wild Waters is 1,700 shillings per person. I am not sure if there's a non-resident fee. After that, we went back to the hotel for some dinner and enjoyed the evening entertainment. This was by far the most fun night. Summer and I danced for maybe 1 hour. I enjoyed this core memory so much, and I also got to meet another subscriber who works at the hotel. I really love meeting you guys, and I'm so grateful that you take the opportunity to say hi to me. The following morning, we got up and got ready for breakfast before heading to the marine park.
I just want to wear my sandals.
What sandals? No, you can wear your slippers. You want your slippers?
Yeah.
Whee! Are you happy?
Yeah.
Good. Let's go.
What am I going to wear again? What do you say? I don't know. Yourself.
You're wearing this, so don't make it dirty. Okay?
How?
If you make it dirty, I'll do this.
Mama.
Okay, let's go. I'll start roaring like a lion. You dirty, dirty girl. Good morning. We are in day 3 of Mombasa, and we're about to go to the marine park. Yeah, she's very sleepy. I hope it won't affect her mood, but we're only doing snorkeling today, and then you can come back to the hotel and sleep, okay?
No sleep.
She's saying no sleep. So I'm really excited. We've had a really exciting few days. She wants to dance in the night. Last night we danced the night away. We had so much fun yesterday, and I'm looking forward to having more fun today because this trip has just been amazing.
And I'll be disturbing you.
Yeah, our Cloud9 experience is going well so far. So the last time I went snorkeling, by the way, was when I was 10 years old with my mother. So now 20 years later, 20 years later, I am now going snorkeling again with my child at 4 years old. I was 10, so it's pretty exciting. This was our next activity from this trip. So the trip to the marine park is very interesting. You have to leave when the tide is completely low. That means that the boats cannot sit on the shore, which also means that you have to walk to the boat, which is about 2 kilometers in from the beach on the ocean. The guys recommend walking barefoot, but I would advise not to because there are rocks on the sand that are extremely painful when they poke your feet. You might also step on a sea urchin or something that you know not of, which can stab your foot, and it's not pretty and quite painful. So I recommend wearing closed shoes with a thick sole that fit well on your feet to avoid them being taken away by the water. Summer, of course, was too scared to walk on this water, so one of the people we were with carried her all the way to the boat. When we arrived at the boat, our guides told us we would first go to Sandbank before the tide comes back in. Sandbank is an island that shows up when the tide is low, about 3 kilometers into the ocean. Before we got there, I was just amazed by how beautiful the water was. I used to judge Mombasa beach and ocean so badly because it used to be dirty years ago. It's so clean now, and I'm assuming there have been efforts to clean it up. We arrived at Sandbank, got off the boat and had a little picnic with my baby, played with the sand and swam in the water for a bit. The water was quite shallow and clear. It's honestly so magical. My video is not doing it any justice. There's a guy who also offers canoeing at the Sandbank at a fee, of course. We then went back to the ocean to see some fish with our glass bottom boat. This wasn't the deep side. The depth was similar to the deep end of a swimming pool. The guides gave us bread to feed the fish. Then we jumped in to swim for a bit. The boat offers life jackets and floaters for those who aren't confident swimming without them. The water was nice and cool and the fish were tickling my feet, which was so funny. This glass bottom boat ride is 8,000 shillings for 10 people maximum, and it includes the snorkeling, sandbank trip, life jackets and floaters. You can opt to join another boat at 1,500 shillings per person. By another boat, I mean a boat that already has people going on it but has not reached the 10 people maximum. These fees are for residents. Non-resident fees, we were told, are higher. After we went to the hotel, freshened up and relaxed for the remainder of the trip. This experience was pretty fun, and I hope you choose to experience a similar one too soon, especially since August school holidays are coming up. That marks the end of the Mombasa trip. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment and share. Thank you for your engagement in advance.